This video is going to go over the basics for setting up a Instagram account and posting your first picture, hopefully, on your Instagram account. First of all, Instagram is an iPhone app, but you can still get at it on your iPad. So I'm just going to show you how to do that first. I'm in the App Store. I'm going to go up to the search bar and type in Instagram. And from there, you'll see the app itself doesn't show up. That one that says Instapics for Instagram is a different app. That's not the actual Instagram app. So I have to go up to the upper left-hand corner where it says iPad only and change it to iPhone only. And from there, the Instagram app shows up. So mine says open by it because I already have the Instagram app on this iPad. Yours will say get if you haven't downloaded it yet. So go ahead and hit the get button, download it, pause the video, and then come back when you're ready. All right, now that you've downloaded the app, let's hit the open button. And from there, that's what you're going to see for your Instagram account. Okay, so the default on this is you need to sign up. I'm assuming you don't already have an account, so we're going to use your email. If you'd like to log in with your Facebook account, go right ahead. Just know then that they're permanently linked from that point on. I have a generic account I'm going to use. You can use either your school email address or a personal email address. On things like this, I prefer to use my personal email address, my Gmail address, just because I might have some personal pictures that I share as well. Might be, pictures of my kids or flowers or stuff like that, and not just school pictures. So anyway, I'm going to put in this generic email that I set up, and you go ahead and put in whatever email address you would prefer. And then hit next. Okay. From there, you can add a photo of yourself. I would highly suggest doing that just for people to recognize you if they're looking for you on Instagram. Sometimes it's hard to find people just by their names. So having a photo that's easy to see that it's you is helpful. You want to create an username. If you click on that, it'll suggest a username. You can, change it to whatever you want. Like if I just want Tiger Tech, says, nope, that's not all right, so I can't use that one. But if I go Tiger Tech 1, that one's okay. All right, so whatever you want your username to be, think about that from the perspective of, again, people finding you on Instagram and how easy it is to find you. You put that in the first one. And then you're going to create a password for Instagram. It could be the same password you use for your email account. It doesn't have to be. Okay. So I hit done. Is this my correct email? Looks good to me. And we're moving on. Okay, from there, again, this all has to do with having people find you more easily. Your full name you could put there if you wanted to, and your phone number. I'm going to skip those because this is a fake account, but if you want to add those in, you can. I'm going to arrow over. If you wanted to connect this to Facebook at this point, you can still do that and basically find the people that you're already connected to on Facebook on Instagram. Again, I'm skipping that. We can also search through your contacts. So this is your email contacts. So whatever email address you used, it will look through the people you send emails to and basically use those as your potential Instagram contacts. I'm going to skip that also. Hey, it's asking you again, do you want to connect to Facebook? Do you want to connect to your contacts? Yes or no? It gives you some, suggestions of people to follow. What it bases those suggestions on, I'm not sure. But if there's something that comes up that looks interesting to you, you just hit, the follow button. If you don't want to do any of those at this point, just hit the arrow over. If you want to get alerts, what's going on with your Instagram posts, you can turn on notifications. I always tend not to have notifications on for things like this, but that's completely up to you. Okay. From there, you're going to want to find some people to connect with. There is a list of educators on Instagram that are pretty frequent Instagram posters. If you want to choose one of those off the list, you can do that. I'm going to just hit find people to follow, and then to Instagram suggested, and again it goes through all of those. Okay, so again it's reminding you one more time: Facebook friends, contacts, and suggested. If you want to find someone from that list or add someone to that list, we're going to go to following. So first of all, I pushed the little heart icon down below and went to following, find people to follow. Oh, that didn't get me in the right place. Let's go back. Here it is, search. That's what I want. I'm going to search for people to follow. So I'm going to go up to this search bar and I'm going to go to people, and someone that I know that posts on Instagram a lot, his name is Tim Lauer. He lives out in Oregon. I think he's an elementary principal out there. But he posts during the school year pictures from his school, and then he also posts personal pictures and he's a really good photographer. So I'm going to add him. Okay, you can see some of his pictures down below there. Lots of summery looking pictures right now. And I'm going to hit the follow button. And then it gives other suggestions of people to follow as well. I know for a fact that Kelly Kermode is an educator, and also Jeremy McDonald. So I would certainly follow them as well. Remember, besides looking at the pictures, you can also read their little bio down below. I forgot to mention that. So there's some information for following people. Okay, so we got all the following done. Let's go over to the bottom right hand side and click on the little person. And this is for your personal profile. So if you didn't put a picture in yet, you could still do it there. So you could bring in a picture from your photo library that you already have on your iPad, or you could take a picture right now. You can write some stuff about yourself. So if you didn't put in a name, there's where you can put your name. A little biography would help of like who you are. Like I said, when people are trying to find you on Instagram, that would be a good idea. And then now we're going to take a picture of something that we really want to share, or we can go into the photo library and take a picture out of there too. So I'll show you both options. I'm going to click on this blue button down at the bottom. I am going to allow it access to my photos. Okay. I don't have any photos in my camera roll on this iPad, but I'll show you this on my other iPad in a minute, how you would do this. But this is where you would get the photos that are already here. If I want to take a photo, I gotta allow access, and then I can take a photo of whatever I'd like. Here's a picture of my screen I'm recording. Just press the blue button, and it's taken my photo. Once you take a photo or you pull a photo from your camera roll, you can do all sorts of editing features in Instagram, and this is something people really like about it. I don't get all fancy with this, but you certainly can. There's different like filters you can use. So let's find one that looks really different. Okay, so I can do that filter. I can change it to that filter. There's all sorts of different options. Let's say I like this one. You can play around with this feature called Lux, which, as you can see, changes the brightness a little bit. And then there's other tools where you can change the contrast, the warmth, the color, the fade. Okay, so I'm doing all sorts of stuff to my photo before I actually post it. Then I hit next. I want to describe what this photo is. Sample photo. If I have people that are in Instagram or on Instagram that are in the photo, I could do that there. I could basically tag a location to that photo. I could double post to Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Flickr. So if I want to post it to Instagram and one of those other places, I could do that. and then I could hit share and it becomes part of my Instagram feed, okay? So that is basically how you add an Instagram photo. I'm going to discard all this. Okay, you could also do Instagram video. So you record video right here. We need a microphone to do that. You record your video by hitting the red button, and then you could upload that to Instagram as well. Okay, so that's all under your, remember we got to that through your profile. Basically that took you back to the camera, so you can get at that at any point. What we haven't looked at it is this home. When you go into home, you're going to see some suggestions for people to follow, but you're going to see the feed of the pictures that the people have taken that you're following. Remember, I'm only following one person right now, so my feed is pretty limited, but that's what you're going to see. And then your choices for what you do with these is you can make a comment on that. So you add a comment to, whatever that photo is. You can like it with the heart. You can report that it's inappropriate, which I really like, so that monitors a little bit. You could share a website or a web link, sorry, to that Instagram picture as well. So there's lots of different options once you see someone else's photo as well. So that's the majority of that. I just wanted to share with you my Instagram feed really quickly so you can see what this looks like when there are more people on it. Okay, so here's my personal Instagram feed. I don't use Instagram a lot, so I don't have a ton of people I follow, but you can see as an example, there's multiple different people on here sharing pictures of various things. Some are education related, some are not, and it really varies how people use it. So the best way to find people, I think, that are on Instagram that you're interested in following is to look on Twitter. And on Twitter, when they do a post to Twitter and Instagram, you'll see that showing up in the link as an Instagram post, and then they're also have an Instagram account that they're posting to. So try that out to try to find users. Otherwise, you could always do a web search as well.